Hey!
Hello, everybody.
I didn't have a plan to start there, so I just yelled at everybody.
Woot
How's
woot.
it? Woot woot? Did you just say woot woot?
I did. I woot
That's
wooted.
it for the stream, people. We're out. No more woot wooting in here. Let me scroll up and say hi to the peeps. Wow, look at all. Oh, why do I get high pitched when I'm surprised? That's why can't I get like deeper voice? The Lingerers. Hello, everyone. Happy holidays from the Lingerers. I don't know why I like your name so much, but I do. It's kind of hard to say, which is a little challenge in my life. I like that. Mike Wheeler in the house. Tim Pruitt in the house. Stacy Rogers, NFC East champions in the house. Man, that's annoying. But not that I love Stacy. Not Stacy's not the annoying part. Her team is the annoying part. Mike Wheeler. Let's do that one again. Mike Wheeler in the house. What's going on, my man? AJC Amy Magic TV. I made it up. I threw in the Amy. Welcome in, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Cricket all the way from tomorrow. What's going on? Dean Bancroft all the way from today. Hughes and Brews. I think I met them because of you. What's up, my friends? I think I got everybody. Did I get everybody? If I didn't get you, Fulton Mraz, what's going on?
Addie
family, what's going on? If I missed you, it's Lynn's fault. Disney fan Juliet, Texas, maybe? What's going on? Texas is the bestest. I had something cool happen in my earlier chat. You were in the earlier chat. My buddy Steve from real life popped in.
This isn't fake. We're involved here.
It made my day. It was kind of fun. So I'll have to read. His dad owned a baseball card shop. He owned the first baseball card shop in all of San Diego County. And then I moved, the last house I lived with, no, the house that my parents lived in when I was in high school, he lived on the same road. I got to know him. He's a baseball night. It was great. Man, so many memories. I'm in this chat. I'm interviewing my buddy Jim. I'm trying to interact with chat, and I'm just thinking about high school and all these fun things, and I want to talk to Steve. So I'll have to message him tomorrow. But that was really cool. Have you done a chat where somebody from your past life has popped in? Because that was a first for me. Well,
no.
That wasn't a first for me, but it was the first. Well, it's rare.
I think they linger in the back and they don't say anything. That's what
no, they're texting each other like, look at what Jeff and Lynn are doing. Anyway, welcome in. We're going to talk about goals. YouTube, I should learn to talk. YouTube specific goals. Hey, Michael Riley. And I say that on purpose because I don't mind going off of YouTube. My wife and I were having our Beauty and the Beast Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Time, live stream. And she said, talk about goals. Like she wanted to talk about some goals that we hit as a family last year, or well, this year. And I don't mind talking about those, but I got to be honest. By this time, normally I have them written out on an Excel spreadsheet. And I haven't done that.
That's goals. I don't
do
any of that.
It's funny. I don't normally do that kind of stuff. Like I run a nonprofit. We have a board of directors. I haven't even done my minutes. So I'm not that organized generally, but I take goals more seriously than the average bear. So that's a good place to start. What role do goals play in Lynn's life? And I don't know the answer.
I'm not really sure I do either.
And by the way, people say you shouldn't eat on your stream, but I got biscotti, so.
Go for it. I think goals are an amazing thing to have. And hey, Jeff from Only Passengers, it's important. And I bought a planner a month ago for 2020. Super excited about it because this planner is not the normal. It's not your average planner. It is the planner that has your top 3 tasks of the day at the very top of the day. So you write in, what do I want to do today? And the most 3 important things are right there. And then everything else is after that. And then your goals for the week are on there. And I think this is going to be really, really good for me. I'm super excited about it because this is exactly what I need. And I'm really good with, everybody says, oh, you have a cell phone, write it down, notes, this and that. I have that. I have notes. And I write down a cologne that somebody said they have and it smells good and I want to get it. But then I'm like, okay, that's not important. This will help me organize my life and hit what I want to do because there's so much I wanted to do in 2020 that I didn't do. There's things I wanted to do last week that I didn't do. And I'm really disappointed in myself for not doing it. But I'm like, all right, 2020, I'm going to do that. I am going to follow through.
I love that.
Follow through. That's my 2020.
That's a great goal.
my resolution is just following through.
Only passengers in the house. Welcome in. Disney Coffee Blog. Welcome in. Diz Jabber 71 in the house. Welcome in. Haven't seen you in here before, but I know you're glad you're here, buddy. So let me ask you this. You have a direct supervisor who is in your proximity on a regular basis? He or she gives you tasks, question mark?
Sort of, but I kind of just do everything.
Well, that's why I asked. And I know more than I'm letting on, but I don't want to share stuff that I shouldn't share. But
they trust me to do the job that they know I do very well. And nobody asks me questions. If anything,
they ask get tasks like, okay, you know your job, but I need you to do this too, or change this up, or
not in that fashion. I get tasks as in like sell this, and then I say, okay, what are you going to give me?
So my answer would be
sell your product.
Your freaking job. That would be that would be my answer at that point.
Well, in my job, it's a little bit different, but
yeah, I know.
So you give me something, I can sell anything. I can sell ice to an Eskimo. That is my niche. That's what I do. But if you want me to sell something, I can sell it. But give me a motive to do it, because everybody is motivated. Everyone's motivated by something. Motivate me to do something for you. I'm still going to do what I do, whether or not I sell what you want me to sell.
So how do you, here's where I'm trying to get. How do you make sure you remember what you need to do, whether it's your choice to want to do it, or a boss, or a husband, or a kid, or a cat, or a dog? Like when you get a task that's not a right now task, how do you ensure you remember it?
I think about the money it'll make me to go to Disney.
So you're very, thank you. So you're very task goal oriented then.
Yeah, I am. With work, I'm really good with that.
If it's not a now thing though, how do you ensure you remember it? Like if you need to wash your car, you go out your car, you see your car's dirty, you're going to see it. But if your task is to add a new transition to your YouTube, or learn about how to make a logo for your channel, or whatever it is, you go, like you're in the car or you're somewhere that you're not, there you go. So you write, that's where I'm going. So
write it down.
In your book. Okay.
Gotta write it down. I've actually had this is my, oh, it's so gross. Oh my God, it's so gross. I've had this for a year and a half.
What was that?
I don't know.
They have pterodactyls where she lives, and apparently
I can neither confirm or deny what that substance was on the back of my planner. But
hey, Princess Red, welcome back. Hey,
this notebook I've had, it's my Disney planning notebook is what it essentially is. And so I write down days and draw lines and scribbles and times. And this is my vacation planner book since over a year. This is all of 2019 and then a little bit before. And I just kind of flip through the pages, but I write down things that I want to do, foods that I like, foods that I want to try, this and that.
Wow.
But I also put other random things in there, like the goals 2020. I put that in here. Ideas for YouTube videos, they're in here. They're scripts for things that I wanted to write an outline so I could organize my ideas by writing it down. And that way I wrote it down, and then I could not read from it, but I wrote it. So then I had another form of getting it out of my brain to formulate. I don't know, whatever the word is.
Formulate.
Figure out what I wanted to say, so it flowed a little bit better, because I stumble over my words so bad. Thank God for editing, because I'm really, really bad with it. And even with editing, I'm super bad with it.
That's funny. Cricket in the house. Cricket and Phil. Nope, not in the house. In the car listening. Cricket and Phil, welcome and bad news. Lynn's got some new lights and they're BAM! So you need to watch the replay because she's all bright and awesome.
Thank you.
and you've got like the lanterns in the back. Like it's Lynn of the light tonight. I like it. So I love that. Like when you want to get better at, try a new thing, change up something on your YouTube channel, is that something you would put in your journal? Like, hey, I want to transitions, or I don't know. I can't think of anything right now.
Yes, actually, you were talking with Jim about Adobe Premiere Pro
Yeah.
CC. That's the one that I have. That is my husband's been my go-to of like helping me get everything going. He's like the tech guy, which you already know from the very first time I ever like.
Yes.
I was like borderline tears, and I'm like, John, figure it out. I don't.
Hey, Sharon. Yeah, that was good.
And he figured it out for me, but I have grown a lot. Going into all this 9 months ago is my channel birthday. My actual channel birthday
Yeah, I
is
saw that
March.
on your Insta today. Yeah.
Yeah, the end of March. I didn't know anything about editing, filming, tech, cameras, lighting. I just figured out today.
Great.
But thank you. I I love all of that. I love that at my tender age of blah 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 that I have
I'm that
completely
age too.
I have completely gone out of my comfort zone and learned all of these new things, and I continue to learn all of these new things.
You know what's right on the outside of your comfort zone?
What?
Everything you want. Shelly MK says, I need to start writing things down too. So much of my, so I love that. And so let me just go right there. And I don't know why people, I hope nobody needs to hear this, but I think everyone does. Everyone has a million ideas. Everyone does. If you don't write them down, you're just hoping you're going to think of it again. If it's a great idea, it's not something that's been floating around your head a lot. So if it's a great idea and you're excited about it, don't think you're going to remember it. Write it down.
Write it down.
Hey, Google, can you remember, take this note? And now I've got 3 devices in here that are going to talk to me, but beast mode touchdown. I'm not watching it, but Disney grandma tells me.
I'll remember that.
That's what I get.
Here
But I've never
again.
understood that. Like, I think I'll just say it. I think winners write stuff down. And when I say write down, I mean memorialize it. Yeah, memorialize it. I put everything in my phone. If I don't put it in my phone, I don't care.
Memorize.
Write it down. Memorialize it. Like if you're if the Senate Judiciary Committee is talking to you because you memorialize it, you take notes. That's the whole thing. Sean, tech guy in the house. What's going on, Sean S. Tech guy?
That's my tech guy.
My tech guy too, if I need help. Anyway, so I don't know if that's something that we need to say, but maybe we should start right there. Like, 'tis the season to create resolutions. And I was talking to somebody downstairs tonight. I got family down there. They're watching. I don't know what they're watching. They're watching something on some TV show. Anyway, and we were talking about a couple of things that we talked about this show. One of them was asking me what this is. And we talked about goals. And I said, 'tis the season to tell everybody on your Instagram what your resolutions are and forget them by the end of January.
Right.
I'm doing this show right now because I think people are going to be talking about goals and thinking about goals.
Yeah.
Goals are an everyday thing, man.
Yes.
But I like what you said. Your planner has the 3 things to do today, because that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Whatever your needs to do today, put the most important things on the top and get them done early.
Every day.
Yes. And if you don't write them down, like whether it's a family member or an employee of mine, when I give them a task to do, if they just expect to remember it, I honestly find it disrespectful. Like when I worked for people, hey, Rosa, when I had a boss who could give me tasks, if she gave me a task and I didn't write it down or put it in my whatever I had at the time, I knew it didn't matter. And they knew that too. Like, that's why I asked you what I asked you about your boss. And I knew your job's a little different, so maybe that was a bad question. But
well, at work I use Post-its.
There you go.
I will write down, like, if somebody calls, there's a message, or remember to get whatever, you need to do this, or you need to tell that person that, because I end up being a messenger a lot. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, people tell you, so I understand. Yeah.
So Post-its are awesome for me at work. So I still, one way or the other, like, write something down if I need to remember it, or whatever it is. Writing things down. I think that's the main focus, and the real thing that we want to hit home is writing it down. Just write it down.
When I show up to my desk, there'll be notes on my desk. somebody came into the store, somebody called, whatever, and they want me to know something. And when I have a note from somebody, it doesn't tell me who it's from, who wants to talk to me, what it's about, what the phone number is. Like sometimes I'll get a note that just basically says, hey, somebody bugged me about something that's about you and I don't care. And it's disrespectful, right? Well, think about it for yourself. If you have a good idea and you want to accomplish something, how are you going to do it if you don't memorialize it, if you don't make yourself a note? And so I think we probably organize our lives different than each other. I mean, you talked about you have a write it down in the book kind of thing. I'm a carry the least amount of tools guy, but
I'm the bag lady, so
I'm the vast opposite of that. If it doesn't fit in my pocket, I don't bring it. But so I use Google Calendar, and I don't know what you guys use. I highly suggest you get tech savvy. One of the questions I ask employees or prospective employees is, what's your favorite app on your phone? And there's so many ways that you can make your life easier. And I use Google Calendar. There's a million out there. I find Google Calendar as good as all of them. And right in Google Calendar, when you click on a button, hey, Rob, we click on a button and it says, whatever it says, one of the 4 options is set a goal. Yeah. So there's a goal setting app right in Google Calendar that's free, that's easy, it's idiot proof. I highly recommend you check it out. Do you now, or will you have a list of goals, and are they this week, this month, this year, 10 years? Like how do you determine?
I want to do that this year for sure, because I have a lot that I want to do in 2020. And I mean, first of all, because it's just a really cool year, 2020.
It is a cool year.
And I just know, I have this gut feeling it's going to be a great year. And I need to make sure that I follow through with all my goals, and I want to set them for today.
And you believe, right? I'm asking already with the assumption that the answer is yes, but you agree and believe that if you write them down and hold yourself accountable, they're more likely to happen, right?
Absolutely. That's why everyone joins the Health Fitness Club January 1st. And then
not everybody does. Have you seen my belly? Not everyone.
But then by February, they're not going at all. So, for January, people that are going to the fitness clubs year round, they want to stay out of them because everybody's flooding them that are going to quit their New Year's resolutions in a month.
Did you have goals in 1919 that you still remember at the very end of 1919?
My goal in 2019 was to start my YouTube channel. And that was actually at the end of 2018. I started vlogging November of last year, and none of that footage that all hit the cutting room floor. It was bad, but it was the practice that I needed to get started for the beginning of my footage, which I filmed in January, the end of January, for my birthday trip. And I didn't edit until the end of March or beginning of April, because I didn't know how to edit. So I still had to learn how to edit and how to upload and all of it. So,
I mean, that's most people's journey. I'm sure they get some footage and they go, oh, this is going to be awesome. Oh, how do I edit it? Oh, wait. Upload it.
Yeah. But I'm really thankful for the footage that no one else will ever see, because that was the footage that helped me learn what not to do or how to do different. And that's honestly every single time I film in the parks or this at home, wherever I'm filming, every time I learn, like, okay, I really didn't like that. Next time I'm going to try this. And it's just crafting what you do.
Yeah.
Crafting your craft.
Yeah. I don't know who he is. I don't remember his name. I remember watching like a documentary on a documentarian. It sounds weird, but and he talked about how I think he won an Academy Award that year. Doesn't matter, whatever. What he does, and this is crazy to me. What he does is he's got an idea for a show or a documentary, and he gets all of his footage, and then he takes the 10% of his favorite footage, his best footage, and he destroys it. And he deletes it or he puts it in the trash or whatever it is, because it prevents him from doing a story that he preconceived in his mind. And he lets the footage then tell the story. So the 10% that he likes the best, he deletes because he feels like that's his eyes, what the story he wants to tell, and he wants the footage to tell the whole story. It's not what we do. We're not documentarians, but you know, there's a relationship there. Disney Grandma, another touchdown. I find that interesting, and I find it valuable because it's the whole Gary Vee thing. Gary Vee says, "Don't create, document." And we all probably are going to say, "Oh yeah, we're not that interesting." But yes, we are. I mean, people like it. People are going to like you and your personality, me and my personality, your story, what you're into, what Mike Polito's favorite thing is, what Tim Pruitt's favorite thing is, what Kay Atwood's favorite thing is. Other people love those things too. And it's just interesting to think. But here's really the point. If you don't know what you want your channel to do in 2020, now's the time to come up with it. Like, so for me, 2019, I had a bunch of goals, and one of them was to finish Vision 2020, which was simply—
That's fantastic.
Thank you. I'm proud of it.
Admirable.
I'm proud of it. I'm not going to lie. I want it. And if you don't know what it is, it was me determining to create a edited video every day. So like you see people who do Vlogmas, and I'm not saying one way is better than the other, but when I read about Vlogmas for the first time a couple of years ago, it was about doing an edited video every day for 24 or 25 days in an attempt to get better at editing. That's how it was presented to me. And so that's where my brain was. I think it was, doesn't matter. And I think, so in my mind, it was a tool to get decent at something, to see if you're even good at it.
Right.
And actually, Rosa's in the chat. I remember talking to Rosa about, she sent me a message. Hey, if I posted something every day on Instagram, is that following the Vlogmas rules? And this is over a year ago that we had this conversation, but she's in chat. I hope I'm remembering it the way she does. I remember my response is, there's no rules to this. It's for you. Do what you want. But for me, I wanted to not suck at editing. And so when we were having this Vlogmas conversation, I've talked about this on my channel before.
Yeah.
It was, oh, Vlogmas is so hard. How are we going to do this? Blah, 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 blah. So I hate whining. So I decided, well, screw that. I'll do it for the whole year. I kind of wish I didn't do that, because I don't want this, like Jim and I if you were on my DisTube show earlier, Jim and I were talking about this, and he stated, and he's totally right, I'm not going to do it if I don't love it. I'm not going to stress out about making a video every day or every week or whatever. And so I fell into a little bit of that. Sometimes you have a long day, somebody pissed you off, you're getting home late, and you don't have a plan for a video. Like I remember getting off a Thursday night live stream with my buddy Kelly at 11:15 a couple weeks ago. It was just a couple weeks ago. And I didn't have a plan. I didn't have footage. I didn't have a video. And I thought, do I just let it go? And I created a video. And I remember thinking, is this video worth anything? Some of the videos that I had the best viewer watches, I threw together and didn't even care about. And so the point on all that blabbering is, what I think is going to work and what people are going to like might suck and nobody might like it. And what I think is just throw it out there and not worry about it. Some of them have done pretty dang good. So I don't know. There's a fine line between having a plan and being a slave to that plan.
Right.
I don't want it to add pressure to Jeff or to Lynn or to anybody in chat.
Right.
That said, I believe in goals very much. So let's go back to, so your goals for 19 were to start a channel. Obviously, I mean, that, no disrespect, that's easy. You start it and it's over. Click. What other goals did you have, if any? I mean, you're sitting at, what was your graphic today on Instagram? It was impressive. I don't remember what it was now, though.
I just hit 90,000 views.
That's what it was. Yes.
In 9 months.
Think about that.
That's crazy.
10,000 a month on average.
That's I don't even know how that math works. It doesn't. Does not compute.
Here's the answer. Here's how it works. You create. I taught some of my very, very best friends. One I'm thinking of right now that you know very well was asking me advice like 2 weeks ago. The answer to like 9 questions in a row that he sent me were create. Oh, what? But this create. Well, what? Create.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the answer. If the goal is to have more subs, have more view time, share your story, whatever it is, create.
Yeah, just do it.
Ready, set, congrats, man. That's awesome. 25 away. Or Shelly too. That's awesome. So, well, I'm going to read this email from Sean Cannell. Sean Cannell
I'm
is somebody I
excited.
really, really like. It was how to have a great 2020. Came on December 27th, so 2 days ago. So I read this and I thought of the conversation me and you had about what we're going to do tonight. Nobody likes to be read to, but I think this is good stuff. So I'll try to make it not boring.
We're ready.
Deciding what your 2020 goals are going to be and can be really difficult. How can you figure out what are the most important things to focus on? Now, this is specifically about building a YouTube following. A good way to start is by evaluating and learning from your previous year. You can figure out which tasks you do that are most profitable. Here's my quick system I use to evaluate the previous year. So before I move on, do you feel like you've evaluated 2019 yet? What worked, what didn't work, what you liked doing, what you didn't like doing, what you want to do more of? Hey, Rockin' Robin, what's going on?
My personal opinion for me and my channel is that I do that regularly. I do that on a weekly, couple daily basis of like, okay, I check my analytics, I see what's working, what's not, and what I want to do. And then if it's not really working, but it's something I really love doing, I'm still going to do it because I love doing it. And that is ultimately the whole reason I started this channel, because I want to share my passion for things with other people that are interested in seeing them.
And you've
So,
already received enough feedback from your viewers that at least some, if not all of your videos, have an audience. I mean, your character warehouse videos are 4K within the first week every freaking time. I mean, you found some things, right? You found some things that you know people are enjoying already. And I say
right.
in 9 months.
The weird thing about that one was that it was so easy, and literally I just take the camera shopping with me. I'm gonna go there anyways and spend my money, so
Yeah.
I might as well
Oh, it's smart.
show other people and get some value from that. And then it really took off, and I've changed it. I've tried a different format. I didn't really like it, and my big thing on my channel was the resort and room tours,
Yes.
and I
You just got another one.
yep, today,
Yay, yeah.
yep, Caribbean Beach, which the funny story on that one is that we stayed there a year ago in December, and I did a resort and room tour then, and I trashed the whole thing. It was so bad.
Funny.
So I had to go back. I had to go back and stay there again, unfortunately, to redo it.
Funny. That is, no, it is what it is, right? Princess
Yeah.
Melody, I love what she said. I want to double down on what works. I highly suggest you look at what you liked and what worked and figure out how you can meld those two things together.
Yeah.
They're the same.
Exactly. Well, like you said, some of your videos do better than others, and maybe it's not exactly what you think is going to do well, but you just put it out there. And that's one of the things I have written down next to me is I have big plans for 2020. We're going to be, and haters going to hate, we're going to be universal pass holders at some point in 2020.
Haters gonna hate. We're gonna
And
be
I've never been to Universal,
Oh, wow.
and my kids are so excited about going.
Are you and or they Potter fans?
Yeah, absolutely. Huge Harry Potter fans. So I've been looking forward to this. They've been looking forward to this for a while, and they keep asking me. They're like, they're done with Disney. They're 12 and 16. They don't want to do Disney anymore. They want to do other things. So I'm really excited about that. And then
Ron.
whoa, news to me. Yeah, we're gonna be pass holders. Congrats.
I love that. Though. I mean, well, okay. So, will your channel show Universal? Are you a Disney channel that's worried about those haters? I only ask because you use the haters going to hate comment.
I mean, there are people that are super loyal to Disney, and that's it. But I don't see why you have to choose. We're in a world
I'm
where
doing
you
a
can,
creator show on my Disney channel.
yeah, you can have anything you want. Why? You don't have to only like Disney. If you like Universal, you're not cheating on Disney. You just like both. You like them for different things. They're different experiences. So
I work with kids, and sometimes I work with junior high kids. And I remember you hear these young ladies, young guys too, talking about, oh man, he's cheating on me. No, he's not. No, he's not. You're not married. And he just looked at her and shut up, by the way. Universal is not cheating. It's having fun.
Exactly.
And
that's what it comes down to. This is all
and it is
about
a
having
channel.
fun.
Like if you're watching Fox or NBC or CBS or ABC or whatever channel is, and you really like X, and then they also have this show on that channel, and you really don't like that. Do you stop watching the shows you like? Of course not. Like, that's just stupid. I don't like books, and he's talking about books, so I'm going to unsubscribe.
Right.
Well, then you're a lunatic. Goodbye.
Right.
That's
right.
So anyway, Peter McKinnon, what are we going to do in 2020? Anything we want to? Exactly, Orlando guy. I love that video so much. He's talking about Peter McKinnon's about a week ago video, and I get the whole niching down thing, but I think you create what you like, especially while you're growing. You know when I'll do a video that somebody asks me to do that I'm not passionate about? You know when that'll happen for the first time? When they're paying me cash. Until then, I'm going to do what I love. Now, right? If you pay me, I mean, I've taken out the trash for other people because I work, right?
Right.
I mean, so I'll do stuff if you're paying me. But if I'm having fun, that's the time that you should be surviving on doing what you love. I don't understand. I think everyone looks at that perfectly backwards. Yeah, Addie says, you live near Orlando. I think you should do more. I want to see SeaWorld. I want to see Legoland, whatever. I mean, do what you love.
Busch Gardens. I am dying to go there. I am a thrill junkie, and so are my kids. And I want to go there so bad.
Love it. I want to watch.
That's on 2020 list.
All right, let's keep going on the video or on the email. Excuse me. First, start by analyzing the information you have from the last year. What activities proved to be the most profitable? What helped you drive the most traffic to your channel? And that's interesting because you know what drove the most traffic to my channel? Over 600 subscribers from a video that has nothing to do with Disney.
That's incredible.
That's a we learned, right?
Yeah. Kind of why we're here in a way, right?
Kind of why we're here in a way, right? I actually blame you. I do. It's your fault. But I love it. You know, and I like, you know, we were talking pre-stream. I love when I get messages on here. Like I got a message today about a YouTube issue. Hey, this just happened to me for the first time. Can I have some advice? I'm honored that they think I might know the answer. And I did know the answer, but I won't always know the answer. But if I know the answer, I get to help somebody. If I don't know the answer, guess what I'm going to do? I'll find out. Or I'm going to say, hey, freak, go away. I don't know who you are. You know, but I'm just kidding. I would do that. I would do that. But I think that, I mean, I'm happy with my year. You know, my goals for this year, I should have pulled them up. How dumb of me. I didn't even pull them up. If I remember them, was to get monetized, which I did like 5 or 6 months ago to May. So 6 or 7 months ago. I wanted to get a super chat and I want to get AdWords revenue, which obviously goes into the monetization thing. So I'll call that as one. I wanted to get to 3,000 subscribers, which I thought up until very recently wasn't going to happen, but we did. I should have pulled it up. I'll ask you yours and I'll see if I can pull it up on my computer here. But
you know what?
Well, what were your goals for 2019? Yeah, I want to try to pull up mine, see if I can tell the people the truth. I don't want to.
Well, I accomplished all of them. I started a YouTube channel, and I made videos, and I created, and I got better, and I really didn't set a lot. I just wanted to do something that I didn't know what I was doing and figure it out. And
how will those goals from last year that you hit affect your 2020 goals?
Now I'm like full force. Now I'm like, I'm doing this. I'm all in, and the sky's the limit. I never. That's not true. I'm gonna rescind what I just started to say. I was gonna say I didn't think I'd be monetized when I started my YouTube channel. I said I wanted to be monetized. I wanted to hit 1,000 subscribers by Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opening August 20 whatever. I didn't hit that, but I did August, September, 2 months later. So I still hit my goal. It wasn't exactly when I wanted to, but even that goal I feel like was kind of a crazy stretch. Going into it, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what to expect, and I was literally just watching, you know, Sean Cannell and Peter McKinnon and trying to, and you know, vidIQ, all of them, trying to figure out how to craft this to be more than what I thought it could be at every moment, like every step forward. And that's what I did. And I guess I'm like realizing goals I set for myself along the way that I hit that I didn't even realize I made for myself. I just kind of like, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, the sky's the limit. I am very, very, very excited for 2020. And I kind of, before we started the stream, I bounced my ideas off my husband, and he is amazing and just kind of tells me what I need to hear that I'm thinking, and it's there, but I need to hear him say it, and he says it better than I think it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
Yeah.
we've been together forever, so it's kind of like two brains working as one now.
That's awesome though. That's a blessing. I mean, I talked to Paula's my wife, about all kinds of stuff like this. And the more she's into what I'm doing, the more I'm apt to do my best to crush it. And the more fun it is too. Like, I mean, it sucks to have I gotta be honest with you. I had plenty of hobbies that my wife and my kids didn't love. I'm a sports nut. I haven't played catch with somebody with my last name in ever. But one of the reasons I dove into Disney was their love of Disney pins. Like we were a homeschooling family, and my wife and kids would go to Disney a lot while I went to work. I love Disney. Don't get me wrong. I've always loved Disney. Hey, Easy Low 21. But I dove into Disney because I wanted something that we could do together. And now everybody thinks that I'm the biggest Disney nut in the family, and I am. But that's just because I'm passionate. If I do something, I do it through the wall. And,
all the way. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. Whatever. I don't know why I'm telling you that part. But I love that he's on the team with you. I'm blessed that Paula doesn't only make fun of this. How about that? Because she does.
I definitely get my fair share of hazing in this house, but
if you're not hazing, then it's just...
yeah. No, it's fine. I'm okay with it. I accept it, and it's okay for me to love Disney as much as I do and them not to. It's okay for you to love Disney as much as you do and them not to love every single, or baseball or whatever it is, football.
Right.
I have zero interest in sports at all. I don't know anything about it. I'm not coordinated. I'm happy if I walk a full day without tripping, and that's okay. Yeah, goals.
I think it's good. Do it on video. Well, okay. So, and
you find it?
Yeah. A lot of people in chat are talking about how their family's been supporting them and blah, blah, blah. And I love that. I think it's important. I do. So I have a bunch of different lists, and so they're kind of a conglomeration, and I'll skip over some stuff. But here's some YouTube basics. I wanted to have a Patreon up and running. Failed on that one. And that, it's... Hold on one second. Hold on. And it's a goal that I didn't achieve, and it's totally my fault. It's almost done. I haven't bothered to set it up. I started to do it last weekend. It's always been something that when I've had the time to go do a Patreon, I've just decided to do something else. It's kind of weird, but that'll be a goal that I'll just move on from and continue to have, because if I spent 40 minutes on it, it'd be done. So that's an interesting.
Yeah. That's what I did. I did the same thing you did. I was thinking about it, talking about it. It's like, oh, I need to do this. I signed up for it, but didn't fill anything out. And then finally one day I was like, all right, I'm going to do this. And then I did it in 30 minutes.
I like, as I look at it, I have no idea why I did. Had I looked at this list more, I would have done it just to check it off my goals list. Because I'm a big, if it's on my list, I got to get it off my list kind of guy. I'm great, Easy Low. I hope you are too. That Florida feeling will come in. So anyway, I'll just keep going down the list. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Where'd it go? Did I delete it? No, there it is. Super chat. I want to get my first super chat, which is kind of stupid because it just goes with being in the partner program, being monetized. But in my mind, when I wasn't, that was a goal. The very next line is YouTube partner program ad revenue. Again, I wasn't thinking that through. It should have been the same goal, but that's what I put on this list sometime late in 2018. A PayPal donation. You know why I put it on there? Because that was the first donation I got. I thought it was weird to put that on there.
Weird.
Money. As I look at this, it seems overly money, but it is what it is. That's what I wrote. DizTube website sponsorship. So I wanted to A, sponsor content creators I like, and B, have the opportunities for people to do that back. I have sponsored some channels. I'm currently a sponsor of a channel, and I've sponsored some other channels in the past. I just like the idea of supporting creators. Like I save a little money on my content into my house. I don't do cable. I do YouTube TV. We've got Disney Plus. I used to pay a lot more for cable, and so I thought, well, I'll just take that at different money. Didn't have Disney Plus at the time, but you know what I'm saying. I was going to put that change of money in to supporting other people that I like to watch, because I think it's the right thing to do. And so anyway, that's kind of happened. Still working on some sponsorship stuff that I want to talk to you about, but I do sponsor a couple creators, and I love that. Another goal I had was social media management consulting. This came from a friend. A friend at this time was out of work. He'd had the same job for a couple of decades. He was shocked. He thought he was going to be taking over a business from a guy who's going to retire, and the guy out of nowhere sold it. And he went from thinking he was getting it a couple of years to, dude, you're not fired, but there's nothing to do. There's no job. Hey, ATJ, hey, Sunshine Cooper. And so he was talking me into helping him with, he does websites on the side, kind of, and he liked the website I did for my work, and hey, let's do social media. And so I put that on there on purpose because, I mean, I could do it, but he got a job and we moved on. Thank you, Dizzy Digest. I love it too. So that was on there, and it wasn't something I was passionate about. I still see it as a money-making opportunity. I just don't care. So we'll see. 3,000 subs, which I did mention, which I actually put out a video or an Instagram post or something in November that, oh man, I'm not going to hit that goal. But then I did a Copa video that did it. My Vision 2020 goal was by far my biggest YouTube-based goal. That was simply to do an edited video every day, and then to host a local YouTuber event, which I did. I thought I was going to do a quarterly one. Actually, I think it doesn't say that here, but I think my goal was to do a quarterly one. But I didn't. I just did the one, and I might do that again. But I'm happy with that. Like I think that the goals that you put out, I'm a big fan of easy goals.
Holding yourself accountable.
Mm-hmm. But I'm also a big fan of BHAG goals, big, hairy, audacious goals. And I don't think there's any big, hairy, audacious goals in there. And you like that name?
I've never heard of that before.
Big, hairy, audacious goals, BHAGs. You need to have some BHAGs. And I kind of, do you have a subscriber goal?
I did until I talked to my husband.
I feel like there's a story there. Do you want to share?
Well, first it was 5,000 for 2020, and then it was, you know what? It's going to be 10,000 for 2020. And he's like, that's not really what you want. It's not about getting the subs. And I was like, well, you're right. And he's like, it's about having fun and creating quality content that people enjoy or find helpful. And I was like, yeah, that's why I started my channel. and that kind of brought me back, like that grounded me. This was literally right before the stream that we talked about. My words, they're difficult. and that's really what it is. But just growing because people enjoy what I'm doing and the time I'm putting into it. My Caribbean Beach tour I put out this morning. I edited that yesterday. I was sick, grumpy, bad mood. Edited from 5 p.m. until midnight.
Wow.
And that was the full edit. And then also the Instagram post I put out today, that was edited on Adobe as well, which was my first time ever doing that.
Oh, wow.
Learned my new thing for the day. And that's the kind of time I put into it. So the quality content and
yeah, I love that. Network 1901. First, welcome in. Second, I love what you said there. I think that if you create the content that you love and it fits what people want, you'll hit that subscriber goal anyways. I totally agree. Yeah. So I'm a big believer. I like what you said there. The goal is to connect and build and learn and grow and all that. Oh, the Disney Digest. Thank you so much. $1.99 super chat. It means a lot. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Much love, and I appreciate it. But I'm a big believer in very measurable goals. Like when I'm at work and I have I'm doing a review of an employee, I let them craft their goals, and then 99% of the time I say, okay, good try, but none of those are measurable. And so then I say, one of two options: you go back and create measurable goals. Did you not a feeling, a thing that is not my opinion, not your opinion, but self-evident, like, and that's why I think it's important to have subscriber goals. And subscriber goals are tough because you can't really control it.
Right.
Can you?
Which, well, we kind of talked about this
we did
the other day. And I was like, what the heck is going on?
Well, and we should probably at some point in the stream let you share that, because that was good info that I didn't know. But for me, so I had a goal of 3,000 subscribers. I have no idea why that was. I don't remember where I was when I set the goal. I just had it. And again, in November, I didn't think I was going to hit it. And then I got lucky with a good video, and now I'm at,
not lucky. That was a good video, quality content that people found value in.
Unrelated to Disney. I had in my phone and I didn't post it, and I was going to delete it because it didn't fit my channel. And then somebody sent me another message, and it pissed me off enough to say, all right, you know what, I'm going to edit this thing up and do it. And well, let's just move on from that. So I have no idea. I'm going to do some goals tomorrow or the next day, because I want to have it before the clock strikes midnight and I turn into a pumpkin or whatever happens. I want to know what my goals are. I want to write them down so I can share them with me and anyone else who cares. And I have no idea what to do. I don't believe that if I look at Social Blade, there's a whole lot of truth to it. Actually, Dev, who we talked about, and he may pop in. I think he's in the chat. I talked to him about it. I think it was live here on the stream, actually, if I remember correctly. And he said, and other people have said, don't believe that. I don't believe it. I think it is far outpacing its opinion of where I'll be. I love it to be right, but so I don't know what to do. Like here's the truth. My subscriber goal is 100,000. My subscriber goal for 2020 is not 100,000. I don't think I'll be happy if that happened next year. I don't see that being a realistic goal for 2020. You know, if I stick around on the planet for a while and I don't quit, I have no doubt that's going to happen.
It'll happen eventually.
But I don't think it'll happen in 2020. So I think 5,000 is a goal for me, because I think 50% growth is a number to look at. But you know what evidence I have for that? None. I have no freaking idea what a good goal should be.
I don't know either, but I don't know. For me, the subscriber count is a really tricky one, because before I really got into YouTube, or I just would watch it recreationally, randomly, whenever, I never subscribed to anyone ever until I planned my Disney trip.
And here we are, and we value something that people can watch our channel and not even bother to hit the button.
Yeah, Sean and I started planning for our Disney trip, our very first one. And that was my first subscriber, was the Tim Tracker, because I found value in the content. I loved watching the videos, and he was letting us know the things we needed to know. And then DFB Guide right after that, because of the content, the information. I needed to know everything I could find on Disney, because we had 4 weeks to plan it. I don't know how much weight I should actually put in a sub count goal. That's more for me vainly, as like, okay, I have this many subs, which things like 90,000 views is more important to me than I hit 2,000 subscribers. They're all important to me, but 90,000 views, 90,000 people have watched, at least clicked on my videos in 9 months. For me, that's a win. That is such a huge win. I was giddy. Sean's like, don't post this right now. It's 2:00 in the morning. And I was like, I'm so happy. So, I mean, take it or leave it. It's really specific to each person.
Sure. Network 1901 says in 2019, I actually went from doing multiple videos a week to doing one well thought out video a week. I put quality over quantity, and my watch time tripled this year.
There you go. Yeah, that's awesome.
I think, well, so let me ask you this. Are you going to have a monetary goal for 2020?
No.
I will.
I don't. I'm really happy. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I'm just happy with whatever it is that I make from what I'm creating that I love creating. So any money I get helps me do more of what I already love doing. And I don't I have plans to do things that will help me earn more money to achieve that. But I don't have an exact number that I need to make or want to make. But I don't know. Maybe I could do that. I guess I didn't really think about that because I've been monetized for about 2 months, and the monetization was never really about the money for me. It was about the goal, like hitting that milestone.
I totally agree with that, but I am going to, and we're going to talk about this on the show. I want to help people profit from this.
Yeah.
I think there's plenty of ways to, like I'm a very Roberto Blake disciple on this. There is a pot at the end of the rainbow, and it ain't AdWords, but there are so many opportunities. I'm going to be talking about the social blue book here on an upcoming show. I'll talk to you about it before we do it, but there are opportunities. This is the nonprofit executive in me. There's value in coming to my golf tournament. There's value in having your sign at my golf tournament. There's value in having people associated with my golf tournament for my nonprofit that I run in real life. But obviously I get value in them writing that check, sending their golfing foursome. It's a virtuous circle. I think that's one of the reasons I'm a sponsor of some of the channels that I sponsor. I want to support them. I like them, but I also want to be promoting that. Like, I think, yeah, easy low. I love Roberto. I think that this is at the very, very tip of the iceberg of what creator funded viewers who watch their creators don't have to support them. So let me do the Peter McKinnon story again. I love Peter McKinnon. Peter McKinnon has lots more followers than I've got. Peter McKinnon is blowing up and doing awesome. Peter McKinnon had this backpack, and he sold it for like $300, and it was this awesome backpack. Less than 1% of less than 1%, less than 1% of 1% of his followers bought this backpack, but he still made $3 million on this backpack.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. So my point is, it's not, hey, Jen, what's going on? Welcome in, Jen.
Hey, Jen.
It's not like I need every subscriber to send me $1. Don't be that guy. I hate when I go on Wikipedia. If everybody who watches this sent me $1, you'd be Amway. Shut up. You're not Amway. I don't But if you open the floodgates, if you allow people to support, you don't make them. We create content for free. Hey, Andy's Playground. We create it for free. But if we offer the opportunities, it's a virtuous circle. It was a win-win. I'm not going to say you must support my channel by sending me a check, but there's profitability on both sides of that, in my opinion. And I'd love to hear your opinion, and you guys in chat and Network 1901. I'm subbing, man. 10,000. You obviously know what you're doing, so I'm gonna go learn from you. Very cool. So how did I not know you guys? So Network 1901, Disney Geek Culture. I just subscribed, just getting to know you tonight. How do I not know you already? I mean, you're obviously crushing it. So I look forward to building our relationship. Looks like you got some great stuff. Oh, I love love your thumbnails. We need to have a show about thumbnails. I need to learn about thumbnails.
Yeah, we need
Check
to
out these thumbnails. They're awesome. So anyway, oh my gosh, we're almost an hour. I just looked up at the clock. So what else do you want to talk about goals before we come to a conclusion that I can't believe it's already been an hour?
So one thing I want to say about, as far as not having a monetary goal for 2020, when I decided to start my YouTube channel, I saw so many people that are making a living doing what they love, creating, going out there, experiencing life and recording it, editing it, and putting it up there for everyone to see. That's what I wanted. I want to do that because I think I am a pretty fun person, and
I think so too.
I enjoy having fun and sharing it with others, and hopefully that other people have fun with me, sharing that adventure along as I go, and hopefully also learning something about whatever it is that I'm doing or maybe that sharing my experience can make their experience doing that better in the future. So my ultimate main focus starting this was I eventually want to do this full time. I want to be a full time YouTuber at some point down the road. I don't have an exact timeline at this day and time, but that is my ultimate goal. It's not necessarily a sub count because sub counts don't pay for things.
Do you know why I care about the sub count?
Why?
Because I want my YouTube play button.
Yes, I did
If
know
there
the
wasn't
answer
a
to
YouTube play
that.
button at 100,000, that would not be my goal. I like shiny awards. I do. I like trophies, and I don't like participation trophies. I don't want you to give me a trophy because I didn't die this year. I want a trophy because I accomplished a task.
Yes.
And, you know, like, I don't know what a small YouTuber is, and I don't even like the term anymore, but, you know, to create is awesome. Like, it's an awesome thing. Like, you create something, whether you create a video or a piece of art or my meal or a poem or the art of, or the science and art of creation is a beautiful thing that we don't value enough. The fact that you can make a full-time living off of something you love,
that's incredible.
It's more the American way than that.
Yeah.
I freaking love it. Couple good questions, and I'm going to finish up the Sean Cannell goals thing because I feel like it's the meat of the video tonight or the stream tonight, and I can't believe we're already at an hour. I'm not trying to rush to get out, but I don't. 60 minutes to an hour is what I've told people. I don't want to lie. Sherry says yes, we should talk about thumbnails, channel art, and Instagram stories. I am diving into channel art right now. I need help big time on those other two, so we'll definitely do that. Lingerer says I don't think my thumbnails are horrible. I don't any feedback on those really. I hate my thumbnails. I have to get better at that. Network 1901 says totally agree with not depending on ads. Diversifying as you grow is the only way to go. It's why I want to hit the merch harder this coming year. Yeah, I mean, you know, sponsorships, merch opportunities, partnerships.
Yeah.
You know, look at the people. There are people making a full-time living on Instagram because they've got
on Instagram, not even YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're not even like full on. I don't mean this in any disrespect, but they're like not full on creators, like creating a video, editing and doing this. It's filming a story, editing a picture, which we do both. We do both of those things.
I don't want to consider myself a YouTuber. I don't consider myself a creator. Other people do, so I'll accept it. But I still feel like I'm a baby, 50-year-old baby. I'm like Baby Yoda. Hey, look what I did there. But I think that I don't have the opinion that I need to be Casey Neistat with 100,000 views in the first hour every video to do well with this. I think well, it goes back to the Roberto Blake thing. I don't think I'm that artistic. I think I'm more entrepreneurial than I am artistic.
Yeah.
And so that's where I want to dive in and maybe help myself and help others. But again, Network 1901, don't depend on the ads. There's nothing wrong with the YouTube partner program. It's amazing that they share the revenue, but it's just when I became monetized, part of the YouTube partner program, it was kind of my, all right, I'm a YouTuber now. I'll call myself a YouTuber now. Because somebody else has to set the bar that you try to get to, right? Like, I don't know. I'm probably babbling. I enjoy having fun and sharing with others as well. Yes, Lynn, love following along the fun. Jen is super fun. My goodness. I'm trying to get better thumbnails as well, says ATJH. I have some ideas on that. We'll talk about that again. Seattle Lost. Thank you, Disney Grandma. Sorry about that. I want a play button, Jen. I do. Going full-time takes a lot of time and work, personal experience. So yeah, I won't go full-time until if and when. I mean, it would probably have to double my personal income. And that's not a goal of mine. I like my job. It'd be nice to be able to. Yeah, it would be nice to have the ability to. I doubt I would ever quit. Like I don't think I want to spend 8 hours a day YouTubing. But maybe I would, but I don't think I would. I think
you never know till you're there.
Right? I mean, I agree. What else? Mike, you're fine, dude. Mike, here's what a mod should do. Have fun. Just happened. Lingerer says, I call us a micro YouTuber. I love your stuff, buddy. I watched 20 or 30, I don't know, I didn't count them, on the day of, or the first couple of days of the new Rise ride. That's the name of the new ride. That's Star Wars.
Rise of Resistance.
Yeah. It didn't feel right. I wanted to say Rise of Skywalker. And Lingerer's probably my favorite of all of them. So you're gonna be fine, dude. You're crushing it. I feel like I missed some. The YouTube just jumped. Dizzy Jess in the house. How are you, Dizzy Jess? That would be awesome to get more info on thumbnails. Yeah, I've got some ideas. I fully do not feel that I'm good at them, but I can read from other people, and I can certainly bring other people. What else? Now I wish I would have taken graphic arts, right? Yeah, I need to learn some graphic arts too.
What do you use to make your thumbnails, Jeff?
The same editing software that I use for videos. I take I put sometimes, or I take whatever. I take whatever the photo is and I put it where I want to, and then I layer it if need be. I think they're probably a D, maybe a C minus. I'm just judging myself.
I wouldn't be that hard on yourself.
I don't like my thumbnails at all. But what I did honestly in 2019, I decided to do Vision 2020, and so there's only so much you can do with your time if you're putting out a video every day. Right. So I decided to just stay with what I could do and try to keep the branding kind of close. So it'll be one of the things that I purposefully try to get better at. What I need to do is figure out a way to make that measurable. I'm not really sure, but I think it was Hughes and Brews. They're very right. Somebody, pretty sure it was Hughes and Brews, talked about how important it is. I mean, there's only two things that most of your views come from your non-subscribers. So let's just get out of the way. Number two, your title and the thumbnail are the only thing people have to go on to hit that play button.
Yeah.
So obviously, and I think I suck at my titles too. All right, let me get back to the Sean Cannell email.
Oh, we're still not done with it yet.
All right. I appreciate that, Rob. Where did it go? What you need to start doing this year, looking back over last year, which new activity, one you didn't do last year, will help you power through 2020. I honestly am going to use this probably tomorrow to come up with my goals because I think this is good stuff.
Say that one more time.
Mm-hmm.
I think
what do you need to start doing this year? Looking back, sorry guys, looking back over last year, which new activity, one that you didn't do last year, will help you power through 2020? So something that I'm not doing now. There's a million things. Number two, what should you keep doing? When analyzing your metrics from last year, what things really worked? What things do you know you'll need to continue? So, I mean, you've got two things that pop up in my head, your tour videos and your character warehouse. Orlando Guy, one of my favorite channels, who's crushing the thumbnail game, just posted Waldorf Astoria Orlando Hotel Resort Review. I just got it. I don't know if he's in chat right now, but I love his thumbnails. I love his little art. And then number three, what do you need to stop doing? What tasks just didn't wind up having that big of a return? What things weren't worth your time and energy? Start here, then move into crafting your goals based on what you learned. That's what I'm going to do. And I actually might make an infographic or two on those. I want to get decent at that. Hey, LSU, mom, man, you had a good weekend. LSU looked amazing, my friend. Thinking of changing my name to Shelly Starwalker. I like it, Shelly. So
that too.
Anyway, I don't know. I don't know if those were helpful. I wanted to get through it because I didn't want to do half of it and leave people hanging. Again, it's Sean Cannell. It's not my stuff. I don't want to take credit. I really, really like him. I highly suggest checking him out. And I would say this. One of the things that I hope this show becomes, this weekly show, is a resource. I mean, Rob Fuss is in here. So many resources in the chat here that you absolutely need to reach out to and become associated with. So, me and Lynn talk a couple times throughout the week, and it's helpful to me. And it's fun to have friends who are doing what we're doing and going through the same journey and have some of the answers. Like I can't ask my mommy, she doesn't know. So that's what I want this show to be. And I hope tonight's show inspired people to take goals seriously, because here's what I deeply believe. You're going to hit most of the goals if they're set right. That you put down and that you share with somebody. I'm going to do a video about my goals. Why? I don't know why anyone will watch that, but I will.
Hold yourself accountable.
Exactly. I'll go back and I gotta be honest with you. Probably 5. I do 30 or 31 videos a week, or excuse me, a month. Probably 4 or 5 of them I'm talking to myself. I just pretend like I'm talking to other people. So Sean's book is a good read. I love you talking about Sean Cannell. I love Sean Cannell. I love having create. Oh, thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. I will be back from time to time when I can. Dole, easy low. I'd love to have you. So anyway, I guess we should wrap it up there. Lynn. What do you want to say to the peeps or to me about goals? Was this helpful? Anything we left out you want to talk about before? I'm not in a rush by any means. But.
Me neither. I love this, and I'm so excited going into 2020. Just starting this at the end of 2019, and like just like bringing it in full force to 2020 because it pushes me to learn more and become a better creator because I hold myself accountable for this. Like after you said off stream last week, we got off, you're like, think about your goals for 2020. I was like, oh crap. I I didn't write anything down before that. Like I had some things floating around, but I didn't write it down. So right after that, I started writing things down,
Love that.
and that's good for me. That's good for all of us. And the one big thing, other than that, I'm super excited about doing this with you. I love streaming with you and bouncing ideas off of each other. And I find something and I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? Did you see that? Are you experiencing this?
Exactly. Well, that's a great segue. I don't want to if you didn't finish your thought, please keep going. But you want to share what you shared about or what you learned about the sub counts because I didn't know.
So I don't know if anyone else drop in the chat if anyone else experienced this, but Christmas night, December 25th, I lost
My birthday.
Jeff's birthday.
I think I lost 13. I'll shut up.
Yeah, I lost I think it was 30 subs that night. And then the next day I lost another 10 more.
We heard you lost 80.
Yeah, I'm like, what is going on? This is crazy. Not that many people hate me to
good news coming, Rob.
Unsub. I'm gonna unsub on Christmas.
On my birthday. Rude.
Merry Christmas, Lynn.
Yeah, you filthy animal.
You filthy animal. And I just didn't understand it. And I asked my husband about it, and he's like, don't worry about it. It doesn't mean anything. It's not you. Something's going on. I'm like, okay, well, that's not enough of an answer for me. And then I messaged.
I need a second opinion.
I need more. And then I had messaged you to see if it had happened to you too. You responded yes. You thought they were.
I thank you for reminding me of my pain on my birthday. Yeah.
That YouTube purges accounts that are dead. So people that are inactive, not
actually dead, stuff like that.
I hope not.
I mean, yeah.
But not watching videos, not doing anything. And then as I was scrolling through my, 7-hour edit yesterday, it popped up on my YouTube studio that it was a YouTube, I wouldn't want to call it a crisis, but an alert that many people have addressed it. And there were over 400 comments on what was it I sent you? Let me see.
Was it TubeBuddy? I think you told me.
It was what?
I think you might have said TubeBuddy. I don't know.
No, it was actually on YouTube Studio. And
oh yeah, it was a glitch on Studio. Yeah, that's what you told me.
Is anybody else saying that they experienced it too?
Yeah, a lot of people.
It said.
Yeah, easy low. Put it in when she's done here. I'll answer it, or I'll try.
I don't know if you can see it right there, but the topic is some creators may see a drop in subscriber count December 25th to 26th on YouTube Studio. They just addressed it that multiple people had experienced the exact same thing and they're looking into it. And then if you read the comments.
Well, I added 9 10 minutes after your message to me. So
I had gotten numerous emails that so-and-so subscribe, whatever. And my sub count wasn't really going up on YouTube Studio, but on the YouTube app, it has gone up. I don't understand it at all. I'm not going to.
So it seems to me that what you said in your message to me was one of their counting systems disagreed with the other counting system, and it was just a glitch, and it would come back. And minutes, literally within the hour that we had that conversation, I don't know, on text or whatever it was,
Yeah.
I added 9. I mean, I don't add 9 in 10 minutes very often. So
Right.
I think it was just a math issue. And I think I remember what I said to you, and I'll say it to everybody here. I look forward to the day that I don't have any idea what my sub count is, because right now I wake up and if I don't have to go potty, it's the first thing I do. And if I do have to go potty, it's still the first thing I do. And I like to get away from that. I got to be honest.
Yeah,
If I get a new phone, it's because it, dropped it in the potty because I was asleep.
But if anyone else has experienced that, I just want you to know, like, don't worry about it. Don't stress about it.
Yeah.
Your numbers are still the same on YouTube.
Whatever the truth is, the answer is create.
Yes, absolutely. Just keep making more of you. Not
all right.
you like clones, but content.
Easy Low has a question, and here it is. Have you had a donation of $5 show up on your stream and it not be credited to your channel for that day? Oh, everything jumped. Well, there it is. I had both a $5 donation and a membership from the same person not credited me. I have no idea, because when I get a super chat or whatever, I honestly don't go check to see if it's there. I have heard. Oh man, where'd it go? Hold on. But I have heard of that thing happening, Easy Low. I think there's 2 options that just pop into my head. One, that they reversed the charges, which I can't imagine people would do, but they could do that. And then 2, the same thing that Lynn's talking about, just the glitch in the reporting. I would just go back and look, in 48 more hours. But no, I don't. Like, I got a super chat. I got a couple super chats tonight, and I don't necessarily go back and see if they're there. I actually haven't even asked. I haven't requested any money yet from YouTube. I moved, and anyway, it's a whole thing. But well, I don't want to talk about that right now. We'll talk about it another time. But it'll be nice to get a check at some point. But anyway, Easy Low. So that's a horrible answer. Basically, it was a long way of saying I'm not really sure.
Go
ahead.
One thing I want to say about that topic I was just talking about, as far as YouTube putting out that comment addressing it, is that there was some comments saying that people lost all their views for certain days.
Yes, I've heard of that too.
All their views, and they were.
That's obviously just a glitch. I mean, you can't undo a view. If I have 112 views and it's down to 0, you can't unview a view. So obviously,
yeah, they seemed pretty bleak about the outcomes of YouTube fixing that. I haven't experienced that personally, but that's another thing that's been going on.
I love the analytics. I love diving into the data. I'm that kind of guy. I like baseball because I like baseball cards in the back of baseball cards and stats. So I'm a stats guy. So I can nerd out into this. That said, I will speak for me, but probably we can say we here. I care about the numbers more than I should. Like, what should you spend an hour on, the analytics or creating a new thing? Like, I would submit to you that you need to know the analytics, but at some point, create more. Do another video. Spend another hour on an edit. Whatever. That's just my 2 cents. Rob Plus says, "Oh, Jeff, you're killing it. I remember back in the day when we were neck and neck. I mean, oh, you're not in the dust, Rob. Rob, I love you, buddy. You're sweet to say that. Shelly, I love astronomy too. So I've got a new podcast that I'm going to start doing more regularly. I swear there'll be astronomy talk, Shelly. I swear, because I'm a nerd for that stuff. The Lingerer says, I do the same thing. Wake up and check. Yeah, I do. If I wake up in the middle of the night, half the time I'm checking it. My wife will get up. What are you doing? I'm like, you know what I'm doing. Addie says,
the name Shelly Starwalker. That's awesome.
Addie Family says, I have been working on my description, and I actually looked at Lynn's to get an idea of what we should put. I love that. Lynn,
thank you.
Is a good person to emulate. Ooh, good word usage. Emulate. I have a new video coming out tomorrow. Lights in the Wild. Animal lanterns in a small Mississippi zoo. Shelly, I'll check that out for sure. My goal for 20 is create more. Amen, Rob. That's a great goal.
Yeah.
So I think what I'm going to do. Easy Low 21 says, I've seen newer super chats and another membership go through since that day. Interesting. Huh.
That is weird.
I don't know. I might have to look into that. I think what I'm going to do, I know what I'm going to do is I'm going to create and type up and write down whatever, some goals. And I'm going to share that. I don't know if I'm going to share it on my Instagram or maybe next week. I have had some people sending me messages on what they'd like to see on a couple of my shows. The Dizzy Pin Show and this show have been the ones that I've gotten the most this week. If you want to talk about a certain topic, I can't promise we're going to do a million topics every week because, frankly, last week I didn't even get to the main topic I was going to get to.
It's hard.
Yeah. And so I think I don't want to add too many things. But if you have a suggestion, certainly send it in. You can email me at dolewhipdad@gmail.com or just come in the chat and ask it. What Lynn and I have kind of talked about a little bit is keeping this show about an hour and then going for 15 to 30 minutes afterwards, answering questions and just kind of slowly exiting. Because I feel like sometimes when I hard break it, I don't know, I feel like I'm ignoring people. I don't want to do that. So that's kind of my thoughts. So if you have a question, bring it or email me in advance. I do have some ideas on other ways you can get a hold of me, but I'm not going to announce those before we get them up and running. Heaven's Gates Cherry Farm. What's going on? Long time no see. Glad you're back. Yeah, Rob just subscribed to a bunch of people in chat. I highly suggest doing that. Network and get to know people. I'm not saying sub or sub. Get to know people who can help you get where you're going by checking out their about section or just having somebody to talk to or shoot, there's a lot of good content creators in here, so check that out. So what do you got coming up, Lynn, for New Year's Eve personally that you want to share and on your channel for people to go and check out?
Just really the usual. I'm going to work on editing. I got a tip off that there are going to be some big new items, so I'm contemplating going to the Character Warehouse tomorrow, but it's off schedule. And I don't really know that I want to do that. So I'm not sure. But I have tons and tons of videos to edit from our family holiday trip the end of November and then my one-day trip in December. And I really look forward to editing those and sharing that. And then in less than a month, I'll be in Disney for my Disney birthday, which is the best time of the year.
Man. And somebody asked earlier, I don't remember who it was, and I scrolled up but I couldn't find it, but they wanted to know your schedule. I'm assuming they mean live stream schedule. I'm not positive that's what they mean, but I guess what else would they mean?
So as far as uploading schedule,
well, maybe that's what they meant. I assumed live stream schedule, but you might be right.
I don't have an uploading schedule right now, but that is one of my goals for 2020. I want to get one up on Sundays. One of my goals
is to not have one every day schedule. So
yeah, that's a good one.
I can write that one down.
So I want to make sure I get up 2 to 3 videos a week starting in 2020 because I get too far behind. And then like a couple weeks ago, I hammered out like 4 in 1 week and that was just ridiculous. It's too much. So
at 8 hours of video edit. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. So I live stream on Saturday mornings. It's been a little bit spotty lately just because of I was sick and had a meeting that whatever last Saturday. And when I'm in Disney, we don't do a live stream, but me and my partner channel, Practically Perfect Park Hopping, we live stream on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after Jeff and his wife, Paula, live stream Beauty and the Beast. So we're right after them on Saturdays. And then I have Creator Talk with Jeff on Sunday nights. And I'm thinking about maybe possibly adding in a Thursday night live stream for 2020 by myself. But it's an idea. I haven't concretely done that.
Love it.
Yeah. So stay tuned. I'll post a video about my plans for 2020 at the beginning of January at some point, just like you.
I was planning on doing that tomorrow, but I need to have the stuff done already. Again, I got family in town, so my
hard.
My schedule is apt to be controlled by someone else right now. So Orlando guy says topics: keeping your content fresh, finding your core niche, how to storyboard a scripted video. I love that. Wow. Live stream production techniques. Ooh, that's a great one. I love all of those. I love all those. Hey, Luna, you're not late. You're here. Welcome in. Jeff is a maniac. Guilty. Yeah, Easy Low streams every day. Wow. Easy Low, I can't. I'm in StreamYard, so I can't. If you're new to me, hit me up. Put me a message in one of my just send me something so I can click on it, because when I'm done here, I'm going to go downstairs and do the family thing. But I'm going to want to subscribe to you guys, and I can't right now. So feel free to email me or whatever, so I don't miss you guys. I really do want to hit some of you guys who are new in here. Somebody else had a question. Where did it go?
Oh, we got another Michigander in here. Heaven's Gates Cherry Farm is from Michigan as well.
Sheboygan. It's just fun to say. Sheboygan.
Prince Charming Dev. There he is.
Devin House, there he is. Hey, buddy, welcome in. Somebody had a question. I apologize because I know there was a question and I missed it. And I scrolled up and I can't find it. Guys, if you don't know Dev, get over to Dev, one of my favorite channels and a great guy. Check him out. He's going to be on the show now and then. You're always welcome on, buddy. I lost my train of thought. I apologize. I know somebody asked me a question and I can't find it. So I'm kind of playing the delay of the game thing, hoping they'll drop it in here. But I think we're going to shut it down here shortly. Again, I got family in the house, so I'm going to go downstairs before they go to bed and do the dad-son thing. What
Stacy, I go to the one at Sawgrass Mills Mall in Sunrise, Florida. It's not too far. Wait, Fort Lauderdale? It's about 25 minutes from Fort Lauderdale. Not far at all. Just take the Sawgrass Expressway.
It's like espresso.
Espresso.
Yeah, there you go, Rosa. Thanks for dropping Dev's link. So yeah, I think we're going to close it up, guys, because again, I want to go do the family thing. But I appreciate everybody. I don't know what the numbers were. I wasn't watching it close, but I think we were almost at 40 at one point. And it's not about numbers in this point. It's just me wanting to say thank you.
Yes.
I really appreciate you guys caring enough to pop in. I've been telling Lynn off stream throughout the weeks. The comments on this have really been encouraging. I'm not worried about what people think kind of guy usually, but I did think, what do I know? Do I know enough for this? Am I even going to be wasting people's time? And so it's very encouraging that you guys care enough to pop in, and I want it to be sharing. Like, you guys have way more than I have to share, and Lynn has to share. Like, what I'm trying to say is all of us are going to help each other grow. We are all the tide, and we can help each other rise. And I'll say it again. I'm going to sound like one of those crazy positive thinking people, but there's so much more growth for all of us to attain, and I want to help us all get there. So I feel like I'm babbling now. Number of viewers to this show are increasing. Yeah, I will look at that. I don't know, but it makes me happy. So what else do I got going on? Let me promote me a little bit. Sunday night DizTube, Sunday night Creator Talk is a regular thing. Please continue to come.
Love DizTube.
Oh,
That's
thank you. I appreciate that. Saturday mornings, as she mentioned, I stream with my wife, Beauty and the Beast. I know I'm not supposed to call her Beast, but hey. And then Friday nights, starting next week, Disney Pins Live. I'm very excited about that one too. Been thinking about that for some time, about a year now, and it's had different ideas on it. So I'm excited about that. We'll be giving away a pin. We'll be giving away pin or pins. And this is the first one. I mean, it's not worth a lot. I mean, it's sold for $12.95. I'm pretty sure I got a deal on it. I don't really remember, but I bought 3 of them, so I'm pretty sure I must have got a deal. But it's the Duo Flotsam and Jetsam, kind of cool. So somebody will win that, and we're going to try to have a giveaway every night. Talk about the new pin releases. Talk about pin events, and get people to know what kind of pins you collect. If you're into pins, check it out. I think I'm done. My brain has left the building. I think.
Thank you for an awesome stream. I really, really love this. And like I said before we even got on stream, I'm so excited about doing this Creator Talk. And I think I said it on stream too, just so excited to bounce ideas off of other creators and questions they have or questions I have, or we can answer for each other and just learn and grow together and get better together. Like,
yes, well said.
The community, it's awesome. And this is just one more facet of another awesome community to grow. Like, I love the Disney community so much. I never in a million years thought I'd be a part of a community like that and love it so much. Yeah. And now we have another one, and it's fantastic.
I love that you said that. I think that I love celebrating people's growth, in my work life, in my personal life, and now in my YouTube life. And I see this being a place that we can really enhance that. And so anyway, so get over there and check out all the people that are in here. Rob Fuzz streams all the time, has great videos. I'm not going through the list because I'm going to miss people, but there's so many good channels in here. Thank you to my mods. Thank you to the super chats. Thank you to Lynn. Thank you just hanging out and being here. Even if you didn't say hi and you've just been lurking, I appreciate you too. Lynn doesn't like you. Lynn's annoyed with you because she didn't. But I appreciate you. And
Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate you all being here, even the lurkers.
I made that up. She's nice. I swear. I'm sure. Happy New Year. Whatever you're doing, be safe. Show up to 2020. And let's crush 2020 together, man. A bunch of new people in here too. By the way, I don't have the ability to sub to you. So if you're new, please send me a note. And even if you don't sub to my channel, I'm gonna want to sub to you guys, check you guys out. And yeah, there you go. I think that's it. Lynn, please don't go away so I can say thank you. Okay. Thank you to you offline. But if you're
High
in
five,
chat,
everybody.
All right, that's it. Go be awesome. Happy New Year. Next time I'll be streaming will be Friday night, Disney Pins.
Your first Friday night pin stream.
Kind of excited about that. All right, that's it. Oh, by the way, Stacy, congratulations.
Oh, wow.
I'm sad. That's it. I'm done. I don't want to talk about it anymore. That's all for tonight. Have a great year in 2020. See you soon. Bye. Hey, do you guys like our lights? Oh my God. Later.